A little girl was sitting on the corner of her room, hugging her knees. Her body was trembling, eyes were teary. The painful crying and screaming sound of her mother is coming from the living room. Her father is beating her mother again. After some time, the sound stops. The little girl falls asleep on the same sitting position. The little girl grew up, and now she's in her 20s. Right now, she's sitting on a restaurant with her parents. And there's a boy who's sitting on the opposite side of her with his parents. He has a genuine smile on his face. So should we fix the date of wedding? What do you say, Taehyung? The guy named Taehyung's father asked him with a smile. Taehyung, I don't have any problem, but I think you should ask her first. His mom, of course. So why or when will you marry my son? The girl who was looking down, playing with her fingers nervously, nodded her head slowly. Everyone smiled, and then started discussing about their wedding. But Taehyung was just staring at Y or N with a smile, who's still looking down. Y or N come back home with her parents. Her dad asked her mother to bring him water. She nodded and went to the kitchen. After some time she come back and was about to handed him the glass, but it accidentally fall on the floor. Y or N and her mother both flinch badly because they know what is going to happen next. Her father, Y or N, go to your room. He ordered her in a cold tone. She looked at her mother with teary eyes and slowly walked towards her room. Though she grew up seeing her mother being abused by her father, but still she's afraid of it. She felt hurt for her mother, but never got the courage to stand against her father. Y or N was sitting on her new bedroom waiting for her newly wedded husband who just went to take a shower. Her whole body is trembling. She already changed her wedding gown into a comfortable outfit and take a bath cause Taehyung told her to take shower first. After some time Taehyung come out from the bathroom and started drying his hair standing in front of the mirror. He looked at Y or N through the mirror and get worried seeing her trembling. Water was dripping from her wet hair, which means she doesn't even dried them. Taehyung thought she's feeling cold, that's why she's trembling. Taehyung walked towards Y or N and hold her hands, making her flinch badly. Taehyung, hey, relax, come with me. He take her towards the dressing table and made her sit on the chair. Taehyung started drying her hairs, and Y or N was just sitting there like an obedient child. Taehyung, it's done now, let's sleep, okay? Y or N nodded and went towards the bed with Taehyung. Taehyung laid down on the bed, but Y or N was standing there. Taehyung, are you planning to sleep in a standing position? Come on, lay down, he said with a smile. Y or N slowly laid down on the corner of the bed. Taehyung, you'll fall if you sleep on the edge of the bed. Come in the middle. Y or N nodded and moved a little bit. Taehyung held her waist and pulled her more closer. Taehyung, good night, wifey, he said and kissed her cheeks making her red. Like this he fall asleep hugging his wife. Next morning, Taehyung wake up but couldn't find Y or N beside him. He frowned and checked the bathroom, but it was empty. Taehyung come downstairs and saw Y or N is preparing breakfast. She panicked seeing him. Y or N, I'm almost done. Please take a sit. I'll serve you the breakfast. Taehyung, why did you bother to make breakfast? We have made for this. You don't have to do it. Y or N, you don't want me to make breakfast. I'm sorry, I won't do this again, but please don't hurt me. Taehyung's eyes widened hearing her. He walked towards her and cupped her face. Taehyung, hey, calm down. Why will I hurt you? You're my wife. Y or N, I'm sorry. Taehyung, don't say sorry again, okay? I know you're nervous. You come to a new house with a stranger. I know it's very difficult, but this stranger is your husband now, and I promise we'll get along soon. He smiled and kissed her forehead, making her red again. Taehyung, let's have breakfast together, she nodded. From today, Taehyung will join office again. He's sad cause he have to stay away from his wife for a whole day. In this 1 week of their marriage, Taehyung noticed that Y or N always stay in fear. She asked his permission in everything even before eating. She act like he'll eat her alive if she doesn't obey him. Taehyung thought it's just because she just wants to impress him, not knowing he's already impressed by her. But sometimes he saw fear in her eyes, which makes him worried. Right now he's staring at Y or N, who's nervously walking here and there. She come to him, holding 2 shirts in her hand. Y or N? Which one you want to wear? Taehyung. Just give me whatever you like. Y or N? Are you sure? He nodded and she handed him the cream color shirt. After getting ready, Taehyung went downstairs and saw Y or N was holding his shoes in her hands. Taehyung. Y or N, drop them, they are dirty. She immediately do what he told. Taehyung take the shoes from the ground and was about to wear it, but he felt Y's hands on his leg. Y or N? Let me do it for you. Taehyung. What are you doing? You don't have to do it. Y or N, you're my wife, not slave. Y or N? Okay, I'll do whatever you're saying, but please don't get angry on me. Her words make him worried again. It's been 1 month of their marriage, but Yin's behavior is same as the first day of their marriage. She still asked Taehyung's permission before doing anything, though Taehyung told her so many times to do whatever she wants. But Y or N is being Y or N, which always makes Taehyung worry. In this whole month, Taehyung never even shouted on her a little, but still she's afraid. Right now, Taehyung is very angry cause he just lost a big project. The anger inside him is increasing every second with the headache he's having right now. Standing in the balcony, he's shouting at his manager on the phone call. Y or N was listening his roar from the bedroom. Her throat become dry. Her whole body is trembling because of fear. Her palms are sweating. She's sure that Taehyung will take out his anger on her like her father always did to her mother. Taehyung come to the bedroom from balcony and Y or N took 2 steps back unknowingly. Her heart started beating more faster seeing his angry red eyes. Taehyung. Y or N, could you give me painkiller? My head is aching. She gulped and nodded quickly before taking out the medicine from the drawer. Y or N pour water on the glass with her trembling hands. She walked towards Taehyung and handed him the medicine. Taehyung noticed she's shivering. Her hands were trembling a lot. That's some water sprinkle on Taehyung's clothes from the glass. He was about to say something, but the next thing Y or N did make him shocked to the core. She fell on her knees and hugged Taehyung's leg. She started begging him while crying hard. Y or N? I'm sorry. I'm really very sorry. It won't happen again. Please don't beat me. I'll do whatever you say, but please don't beat me. Taehyung gasped hearing her. His eyes become wide. He bent down to her level and hold her shoulder gently. Taehyung. Y or Nah, have I ever hurt you? He asked in softest voice possible. Y or N shake her head as no. Taehyung. Have I ever shout on you? She again shake her head as no. Taehyung. Does my any behavior made you think that I'm a bad person? She again shake her head. Then why did you say that? Why did you think that I'll beat you? Why you're afraid of me? I'm your husband Y or N, not a monster who'll hurt you. I'm the one who'll protect you. Y or N? But husbands beat their wives. My dad always beat my mother for her mistakes. Now I did a mistake, so you'll also beat me, right? Hearing this, Taehyung quickly hugged Y or N and kissed her head. Taehyung. It was an accident Y or N, not mistake. And even if you did any mistake, I'll never hurt you. I promise. Taehyung understood she grew up in an abnormal environment and that's why she's traumatized. He need to meet her parents. The next day, Taehyung went to visit Yin's parents and got to know how ill mentality Yin's father have. He couldn't let her mother live with that monster for a single day, so he took her mother with him. Now Yin's mother is also staying with them. Yin's mental health is also improving. She started open up with Taehyung slowly. She's not afraid of him anymore. She learned a new definition of husband from Taehyung. According to him, the man who always respects his partner, the man with whom a woman felt safe and protected, the man who trusts and loves his wife, is a husband. On the other hand, who thought woman is their slave, who make a woman cry, who tried to prove themselves powerful by hurting a woman, is not a real man. In fact, he's not even a human. Y or N is a completely changed woman now. She becomes strong and independent, and all thanks to her husband who always stay by her side and give her a beautiful life. She even sent her father jail. Her mom is still staying with them. Today she give birth to a baby boy who completed their family. The Kim couple welcomed their first child with teary eyes and smile on their lips. Y or N, be a real man and respect all the women just like your father, she whispered and kissed her son's forehead. She looked at her side and saw her husband is sleeping sitting on the hospital chair next to her bed. His face showed how much tired he is. Y or N remember she saw tears in his eyes when they were taking her in the operation theater. Y or N, thank you so much for coming in my life and love me unconditionally. I love you, my husband. She caressed his hair and kissed his forehead.